Alright, this is a pretty interesting issue. It's not very good, to be honest. I'll let you know this. I'm reading this issue, being excited, because as you can see in the cover, Sonic has two different eye colors, so you know what that means. But don't get too excited, because it this issue is not very good. Anyways, this is Sonic the Hedgehog, issue 71. Probably the strangest Sonic issue you will ever read. The end begins now. They have all their shit. So they put all the crap at the beginning for some reason. Here's the Sonic fan art. Who the fuck will make artwork for fucking Dulcie the fucking dragon? Here's a, I guess, pinup. So instead of getting the main issue, we get the backstory first. I'm not, because I don't know why. This is Tails and Amy Rose in the beginning. Somewhere near the outskirts of Motropolis. I don't know, Amy. Flying into this section of town doesn't seem that smart thing to me. I'm just a worrywart, Tails. Dulcie and I were here just a short while ago, and everything was real cool. Speaking of cool, there it is, the library. Looks like just another old building to me. No, this place is awesome. What do you see? Amy, where are you, Amy? Amy! Tails, over here. Huh? What? Not what, but who, silly? I was wondering when or if you'd ever show up again. You mean that was you making those weird noises we heard? Not weird. The hinges on a lot of the doors around here are just squeaky, that's all. Who are you? Nobody's been in this section of town in years. At least not since Robotnik overthrew King Acorn. My name is Jeremiah. I've been working to preserve the collected body work of my grandfather. I couldn't allow Robotnik to find his stories and art stored here and destroy them. Your grandfather was a writer and artist? You got it. Surely you heard of Kirby. Kirby? That's a name you should know. Kirby. He's the star of the show. You the one that wrote and illustrated all those great stories I read when I was younger? None other. Is that one of his used books you're holding? Uh-huh. Can I see it? But of course, grandfather always meant for his stories to be read by everyone. Well, I've never seen this one, only heard about it. Do you know what this is, Amy? It's the history of our people. Grandfather was working on it up until the time when Phonics seized power. And this, Amy, this is awesome. Are you gonna keep me hanging or are you gonna read what it says? So I don't get this is one thing I don't people make fun of. Well, I'm not sure how many people make fun of, but so he wants to like a lot of artists and writers, Ken Penners wanted to pay tribute to the legendary Jack Kirby. So but for some reason he's stopping the Sonic comic to do that. But instead of actually like telling a story from this fictional dog version of him, they made up he wrote a history of Mobius, which isn't really story. I guess it is, but not in particular. It's just retelling history. That's not that interesting or special. It's not like you create anything. So is the Fantastic Four a retelling of human civilization according to Ken Benders? Who the fuck knows? All right, ready. I'll start on page one. In the beginning, there was light, and soon there was life. Ugh, that was bad. Which grew and evolved at different rates. The most advanced was the Echidna. Of course it's the Echidna. Fuck you, Ken. I don't like those Sonics. They don't look right. Followed by many other creatures, which formed and developed their own individual and distinct societies in a pattern similar to that set forth by the Echidna. The status quo remained for generations until a visionary named Alexander took notice of the efforts of another culture. Deciding that everyone would benefit from the pooling knowledge, he set about recruiting others who shared in his dream. As he worked to turn his ideas into reality, he met resistance from the opposing factions. The kids were sympathetic, but they believed the knowledge they provided might do more harm than good. And for the Overlanders, their aggressive ways proved too hostile to risk incorporating into Alexander's new society. Eventually, ground was broken, and ideas were even given given form and substance, as everyone who supported the cause contributed to transforming words to reality. Thus was born Metropolis, the first multicultural society on the face of Mobius. Alexander had by now proved himself a thoughtful and benevolent leader, and thus accepted as king among his people. Unfortunately, the general sense of peace and happiness that prevailed will not last long. Come on, Tails, what happens next?
What does indeed, dear reader? At long last, you're going to find out the hidden secrets of the Great War. Your next issue when we answer the burning questions. Whatever started the Great War in the first place, anyhow?
Coming soon. Oh, there it is. Okay, here's. Ooh, we got Green Eye Sonic already. Oh my goodness. Cover your eyes. People don't like the fact he has green eyes. Why is that a big thing that he has green eyes? He looks better with green eyes. Screw you guys. Anyway, now a village. This very second. Now let's get this straight, Sonic. You used Nate Morgan's Super Emerald to prevent that weird time beam from destroying Mobius? But I still don't understand how your appearance changed. I mean, your eyes have turned green and your shoes have now have buckles in. Looks like I'm gonna have to run through this one more time for you, Sal. So yeah, now Sonic has his adventure design or modern design, if you will. Now, one thing they mentioned is that he has buckles on his shoes now, which doesn't make any sense. What happened is that I guess the artist forgot that Sonic always had buckles on his shoes. So when they saw the adventure style, it's like, oh, he has buckles on his shoes now. No, he always had the buckles on his shoes. You guys just didn't pay attention because you guys fucking suck my dick. Anyway, so they were explaining why Sonic is in modern design, but any other characters who have like colored eyes, I guess, or more thin, I guess, thinned out and not chubby, will not get explanation other than Amy, who I think we'll get to in a couple issues from now. But yeah, for some reason Sonic needs a wild explanation to why his appearance changed, but no one else needs one. Whatever. Well, I guess Eggman and Amy get explanations because their old designs are more drastic than their new designs, but you get it. 20 minutes earlier, we're in Naho Village Valley, an impenetrable blanket of energy that has engulfed the entire area suddenly vanishes. At the same time, in the city of Metropolis,
Sonic's done it. My theory was correct. The Super Emerald heightened his speed enough so he was able to attract the beam away from Knothole. By fuzzing around with time itself, he saved the world from impending doom. And now Knothole Village is no longer 3 hours ahead in time.
Gosh, everyone right sure feel woozy. But wait, now I remember, wooziness is a good thing. It means we're still around to feel anything at all, which means Sonic was successful. But what a movie's happened to him?
40 minutes earlier. So, cause this story is told out of order and it makes no sense. It's not even interesting at all. Just waste of time, basically. 40 minutes earlier.
Sonic, go! Go! You can do it, Sugarhawk.
Do you remember everything I told you, youngster?
You bet, Nate. It's up to me and the Super Emerald strapped to my back to get the job done. Otherwise, Mom, Dad, Sally, and just about everyone in Null are going to be complete goners. The rest of the movie is following soon after. Now it's up to my speed and Nate Morgan's trump card to save the entire planet.
Sonic races away from his home in the city of Metropolis faster than ever as he run possible. Steamroll its wild injuries once more trapped. He's the young speedster as a focus for its great power, and as this happens, an awesome transformation occurs.
Whoa, am I changing, becoming supersonic?
Across Mobius' Earth-like surface, a bright yellow blur accelerates even faster.
Ultrasonic,
Disturbing the tranquility of Deerwood Forest. Before undergoing another wondrous change, this time assuming the form of the being only known as
ultrasonic.
if the inhabitants of the simple village located at the base of Mount Stormtop could see the transformed figure zooming past, they would spot their ally from weeks ago, but so slow is ultrasonic's movement that he goes by unrecognized. The super emerald continuing to alter its physical structure, so upon reaching the superheated strength, which Santa makes up the great desert arc hero transformed into a previous unseen version of himself.
Solar Sonic. I can probably know the name of my form now.
And this new incarnation gives way to others, depending upon Sonic's geographic location on the planet. Polar Sonic. That's stupid. Polar Sonic easily sprints and skates across the icy landscape of the southern tundra, while Eco Sonic makes his way through the leafy terrain of the great rainforest. Faster and faster, Sonic spools around Mobius' global curve in a repeated pattern, racing along a planet's rotation. His innate speed, coupled with the forces of the super emerald, causes time itself to move forward at a far greater rate, as Nate Morgan predicted. But where is it going? Meanwhile, back at Metropolis, Castle Acorn, what is it, Elias? Father, look! The time beam is moving away from Nile Village Valley. But where is it going? The time beam, I gotta follow me. I got to follow me, and now it's on my trail. I got nothing to do exactly like gotta do exactly like Nink said. And whoa! 30 minutes earlier, it. I don't know who's talking. Who's talking? Panel. Is it Sonic? I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna read it generically because I don't know who's reading it. Appeared a short time while ago. Some sort of mysterious energy beam from on high. Everything you've told to King Max and me is true, Sonic. It could be the cause of time flowing backwards in the Knothole village. I suspect that the beam target Knothole, because of its unique nature, the entire location is 3 hours ahead in time. No, somehow the energy beam is forcing Knothole to resume its proper place within the time stream. The beam is still directed at the area once it's realigned, however. Time and waves will start to move backwards and forwards simultaneously, destroying not only the fabric of time, but the entire planet as well. So what are we gonna do, Nate? This is without doubt the real deal. There must we must draw the time beam away from now of Village Valley at the precise moment of realignment by providing with a more suitable target. How can we possibly cause this desired effect, old friend? Quickly, follow me. Behold one of the few super emeralds left on the globe. Now it's our only hope. 10 minutes earlier. Holy shit, I got blue arms now. Well, made it, Sal. We broke through the barrier. Now can we, Sal? Where'd you go? I didn't work it didn't work. Sure, I used my super speed to escape Nile Village and the trouble that's going on there. But Princess Sally was somehow left behind. What do I do? Leave my head back inside again. Scratch that idea for sure. They're just coming out of the Great Oak Slide. The way to Nile is there. Is 3 times the price when we traveled through it earlier. I won't. What the fuck? Am I having trouble reading this or just written odd? I won't do Sally or anybody much good if I'm blinded by the light. Time to get some help. What happened in Nahal Village? You minutes earlier. Everything sure looks way past weird, Sal. I knew Sonic and over there is your Uncle Sonic. Maybe he can explain. I see. I see. I'm Sal. I see him. I see him. I guess could have spelled that better. Sal. Hey, Uncle Chuck. Uncle Chuck, where you going? I don't get it, Sal. Uncle Chuck at Unorda's acts like he couldn't even hear me. Can't know his name. And walked away backwards to boot. Look, those leaves aren't falling down, instead they seem to be falling up. There's my mom and dad, but they're speaking to each other in a foreign language. We and what's with this strange glow around us? Oh my god, Sonic, don't you see what's happening here? Walked away, but he wasn't really doing it backwards. The leaves aren't really falling up and then retracting to the branches above us. And your parents aren't speaking in our language. You're right, Sal. Let's talk to each other backwards. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that everything was moving in reverse around here. You do know better, Sonic, but it doesn't matter. Time in this location is someone flowing backwards. So back considering that novel was shoved 3 hours forward in time. There's a whole Doctor of Robotics Ultimate Annihilator. What happened after everything's moved back past the 3 hour mark? There's no telling. We've got to do something. This glow around us keeps us from interacting with anything here. So that the only way to fix whatever has caused this trouble is to get back outside now. Oh, great. The, the Great Oak Slide is part of the past now, too. That means you can't touch it at all. We're trapped, Sonic. There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way. Got it. I read this in a comic book when I was little, so it should work. You're kidding me, right? Just pay attention. If I use my super speed to vibrate the molecules in our bodies, we could maybe pass through the barrier and get out of here. So hold tight, Sal, because here goes everything. 10 minutes earlier.
I understand this, like the Great Oak Slide wasn't we normally used it in Chernobyl. I know, Sal. It's turned into a tunnel, blinding white light, and man, there's a wilder ride than I'm used to. Doesn't seem to end either. It may have some connection with the incredible bursts of light we saw earlier, but still, Sonic, I'm being pulled away from you. I can't slow myself down. Hang on, Sal. Hang on. Come on, gotta reach just a little bit closer. Gotcha. I got a feeling we should have gotten some help before trying this.
7 minutes earlier.
Gosh, I can't believe that you just made my father and went to West Robotropolis. Even though that thief Kuda still win victory and looks like Snivelly bit the dust, I do it all over again to save Nate's life, Sal. I believe it. Don't worry. I've seen Daddy angry, and that certainly wasn't it. In his own way, he's probably proud of what you and my brother did. Yet doesn't know how to show it. Either that, or he's really miffed or too happy to stay that way for long. Dr. Quack told us that her condition was stabilized now. He and his medical team are trying to find out what's wrong with her. I guess his spirits are up since your mom and bro came home after been lost all those years. How's your mom, Sal? How is Queen Alicia? I read that out of order, but it's not my fault.
Also, because this artist likes to draw Sally with a more human body, it looks weird next to Sonic, who he has the little circle body still. The proportions aren't right. It's not like Sally's taller than Sonic. If you not the only this artist draws it that way because they're not. It's not even what it's supposed to look like. It looks really bad. I think they both look bad, but together they look really bad. Like, what were they thinking?
Until then, we can only hope for the best. What about your parents, Sonic? They seem really worried about you. You've been away for so many weeks, and on your second night back in town, I just up and leave all night without telling them. Like, wow, you are so right, Sal. I guess I didn't think. I still haven't got this parent thing figured out yet, but I promise I'll make up last night up to them, no matter what happens next. Sonic, what's happening? I don't know, Sal, but that weird light's coming out. The entrance to the way to Knot Village. Let's check it out.
Ah, can this comic end, please? 15 minutes earlier. They just saved my old friend. Of course, Max, it'll take more than a few kidnappers to get better at me.
Hell yes. Some guys gotta say, as far as rescuing road advisors of the Kingdom of Acorn goes, the job we did was way past cool.
No argument here, Sonic. Oh, but there is argument here, my son Elias. You are the crown prince, and therefore should not be sneaking off on dangerous missions assigned, especially to my Secret Service agents.
But father,
No, but after many long years of separation, our families together once again. I will not let anything jeopardize that.
King Maxura, in Alex' defense, I've gotta say that if not for his clear-headed reasoning, the whole mission might have been a total bust.
And why would you that have happened, Sonic? Could it possibly be because you invited yourself along after I told you not to take the recapture of Snively and his renegades?
Well, you didn't use those exact words. It's like, there you are, your parents called at night asking where you were.
So perhaps you could take some time out of your duties as princess to escort Sonic home to Nahal Village.
Of course, Danny.
59 minutes earlier. Zero sat unit back online and detecting temporal distortion on surface of planet Mobius below. Now commencing successful location of target. Target acquired. System unlocked and beginning activation. Oh my goodness. Memoirs was once a fertile paradise until it was conquered by the evil Dr. Robotnik. His technological tyranny would have continued not for a heroic group of freedom fighters who would band together and restore order to the Kingdom of Acorn. Bravest among them is a blue streak filled with the most attitude going around, and without a doubt he's the fastest thing alive. Archie Comics is take represents Son of Hedgehog.
Now.
This has been a right. Okay, I guess this is back. This is backwards because I guess their names are backwards. Yeah, it's backwards for some reason. Yeah, that was the end of that issue. Isn't that great? That's the explanation for why Sonic has green eyes. Can you guess who that person in the satellite is? Well, we're gonna see them soon. They get revealed in issue 75. Unfortunately, we don't get to see that. Yeah, because we gotta go to Sonic Kids. Yay! Not.